Hey folks, welcome to another live stream of Cutter One. I am your host, Jay, just Jay, your resident troublemaker and your resident culture warrior. And I see that we've got Anthony in there with us already. What's going on, brother? Hope you're doing well in the middle of the night in your part of the world. I hope all is going well for you, my friend. All right, guys. Yeah, it's been a week. It certainly has been a week. There ain't no other way of saying it. It's been a long one. It's been a rough one, but we got through it. Here we are, the weekend, enjoying ourselves, having a good time. Thank you for everybody who's showing up for the live stream. Yeah, dude, you ain't even kidding. It has been a hell of a long week, and I'm actually even gonna have a crappier next week, but I'll get into that in a little bit. Anyway, I hope you are all doing well, and I hope you are enjoying your weekend wherever you are. I hope you are having a good time, relaxing, spending time with friends and family and loved ones. And there's Shady J checking in. What's going on, Shady? So yeah, so we made it to another live stream, and I'm glad you could all join me. I got a couple of things planned for today. First, I'm going to give you a couple of updates, a couple of things that are going on, and then finally we are going to end it off with a Tales of the Ring video, which I was looking at some of their stuff, and this one just struck me because the visuals are actually stunning, right? And like their stuff is always good, and you guys know this, but like their visuals in this one are particularly impressive, at least to me. So I wanted to share this one. It's a little bit longer than their usual stuff. This one's about 10 minutes long, so we'll get into that. Also, I got a couple more music artists that we're going to go through. If you looked into the description of the video, one of them is actually, it's coming from the Two Towers soundtrack, but it's the individual that did the recording and stuff like that. So I wanted to sort of play them up. But yeah, a lot to get into, a lot to cover. As you guys know, we did the first ever monthly trivia challenge, and our very own Diane K, she won it. It was tight there. I thought for sure that I had thrown people for a loop with that one, but there was several people that literally within seconds of each other got their responses to me, and they were all correct. It was just a matter of whose email showed up first, and Diane was the lucky one, and hers showed up first, and she had all the answers correct. And so the Gandalf bust, the printed Gandalf bust, went out to her. Wait, what's going on, Eraserhead? Good to see you, buddy. So that went out to her. It took a little bit longer than I thought, because for those who may not be aware, here in our sort of like the northeastern section of the U.S., we had some pretty nasty storms move through early in the week, like Monday, Tuesday. Well, actually, it was like Tuesday into Wednesday, which affected me and my ability to get out and get Diane's stuff to her. And it would cause me to be late getting home from work. It just really screwed things up. But eventually got Diane's stuff out to her. Unfortunately, I just checked the tracking on it, and Diana can probably confirm this. It's now scheduled to show up on Tuesday. It was originally supposed to be showing up for her today, but I just checked the tracking a little while ago, and apparently it's showing up Tuesday again because of the crappy weather we've been having in this part of the country. So unfortunately, there's nothing I could do about that. But I will say that, it is scheduled to show up on Tuesday. Me and Shady J, I actually did a little video real quick when I started putting it together for Diane. So here's the thing. Like when I say that, like those little busts like Gandalf, and I have others, trust me. Oh, I have a whole collection of things that will be worthy prizes for future trivia, right? Gandalf was just the first one out of the gate, but I've got plenty more. I make those, right? Those are I 3D print those. Those aren't, I don't buy them at a store. It's not like there's some like craft store. You can't get them at like Michael's or like Hobby Lobby and just mass produced them and stuff like I have to make those. And so I after Diane won, in my infinite geekdom and being happy that we had a winner and I wanted to get them their stuff. I actually Shady recorded me actually making Diane's prize. So here's a real quick little like 30-second clip. Actually, it's not even that. I think it's like 15-second clip of just of me when I made Diane's prize. So let's check it out real quick. Hey folks, just want to let you know, working on Diane's gift or prize, I should say, for winning the first ever trivia challenge on the channel. So enjoy, Diane. We're getting it out to you. It's happening. So yeah, there you go. Like I said, I actually make those. So each one will be a sort of one-off, it's yours type of thing. They're not mass produced. So just to let you know, and here's some photos that we took of the process. That's what it looks like when it first comes out of the oven. That's what the cookies look like when they first come out the oven. Yeah, that's making up Diane's gift. That's me working with the printer, and yeah, that's me being goofy. So there you go. Anyway, I just figured I'd share that with you guys. That's the process. We actually found out how much they actually go for. Each of these prizes, including shipping and stuff like that, it has a value of about $75, give or take. And I just throw that out there just in case you're wondering. If you're like, oh, well, he has these trivia things, but the prizes are, can't be more than $5. No, actually, if you search around on the internet, you'll find that they're significantly higher than that. But that it's not about that. It's about giving back a little back and forth. You guys take the time out to show up for the live stream and participate in the trivia, and I make the prizes something you want to have. So there you go. Anyway, I just thought I would share that with you guys. That's the current state of the trivia situation. There will be another one at the end of this month. Obviously, we'll do another one. I'm not going to say what the prize is going to be for that one. But, I will announce it in the lead up to it. But yeah, we're going to do another one. Again, it's going to be the last live stream of every month will be when we do the trivia. And I don't know when within that last live stream it'll actually happen. Could be the first thing that we hit when we start the show. Could be the last thing we hit before we end the show. But either way, it'll be somewhere in that show is when at the end of the month, the last one of every month. Do you know or still did? Do you know or you still did not decide? I'm confused, Anthony. What are we referencing there? I'm confused. Refresh my memory, brother. I'm trying to pick up on what you're referencing there. I'm not sure. I understand. Oh, I have a couple of options. It's just I just haven't actually decided which one it's actually going to be. I have several other busts like the Gandalf one. I mean, I could just list off a couple of things off the top of my head. All right, so you guys saw the Gandalf one, right? The other busts that I have the files for and the ability to make are the King of the Dead. That fort with Aragorn in the film. The Witch King from the Unseen World side, right? So when he's looking all gaunt and glowy and stuff like that. Yeah, no worries, Diane. Take your time. I was actually mentioning I checked the tracking and I see that your package is scheduled to show up on Tuesday. I know it was supposed to. Initially, they had told me it would show up today, but it's claiming weather. And as you know, Diane, we've been having crappy weather, so it's saying because of the weather that your package is going to show up on Tuesday. My apologies for that, but it is on the way. I gave you the tracking number, so feel free to get on the horn with UPS and be like, I want my stuff, damn it. All right. Anyway, so to get back to your question, Anthony, I have the King of the Dead. I have the Witch King from the Void when he's sort of glowing and gaunt looking. Let's see I've got a Balrog bust. I've got Aragorn. I've got a Galadriel statuette. I've got a Sauron statuette. I've got a couple of little sort of knick-knacky desk sort of things, like one's like a candy dish, but with the inscription from the ring on it. So I've got a bunch of stuff, I just haven't narrowed down what the next prize is going to be, but it'll be one of those things probably. Again, I've also got some duplicates of some books that I have, some Dragonlance books, as well as a couple of other duplicate books that I have. So those could also be a prize if somebody was so inclined to win them. So yeah, so I've got a bunch of options. So I do know it's going to be one of those things. I just don't know exactly what yet. I just haven't narrowed it down. I haven't said that one. So, but anyway, so yeah, so that's the whole situation with the prizes. Another channel update I wanted to touch base with folks. Okay, I made sure to get in early, and by golly, I did. Yes, Macaru, I loved your comment. You're like, whoever liked my thing, respond to me and stuff. And I was like, dude, it was me. And yes, we're streaming, so I'm glad you're here, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad to have you. Another thing with the channel I wanted to let you guys know is you will there will be no videos on this coming Tuesday, Wednesday, and potentially Thursday from me. And the reason why is I have to go and have this medical, surgery, for lack of a better term. So I'm going to be down for the count for a couple of days. Nothing serious, nothing major, nothing life-threatening. It's not, major surgery. It's, B-level stuff. But still, they're saying that, it's going to take, 2 or so days to recover. So in that time, I'm probably not going to be in any kind of mood to be sitting down here and, getting my blood pressure worked up because of Amazon or something like that. So I probably there'll be several days next week that there won't be any videos. Like I said, it'll probably be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm hoping to be back to normal, fully functioning and ready to go by Friday, definitely by Saturday. So right now, I'm going to tentatively say that there will be a live stream next Saturday. But should that change, obviously I will post, or I'll have Shady J post to the channel. But I just want to let you guys know, so if you see you see videos come out Monday and some videos come out Tuesday, but then you don't see anything like Wednesday or Thursday and stuff, that's why. It's usually because I'm probably recuperating from this medical procedure that I got to have done. So that I just want to make you guys aware. So don't think that I've abandoned ship or gone AWOL or something like that. Anyway, so there's that update. All right, another update I have is in terms of the Knights of Temuin book, the book project with Shady J's book project. Thanks, Anthony. Yeah, I will. Again, not a major thing. It's not like it's like heart surgery or something like that. It's definitely B-level. Thanks, Eraserhead. Definitely B-level stuff. But again, they're just telling me that it's probably going to take a day or two to recover. So I'm just going to assume that I'm not going to be in any, mood or position to be doing videos, but I could be wrong. I could be, if I'm feeling totally fine, yeah, I'll hop on and do videos. I don't care. But I'm just assuming that when they say 2 or so days to recover, that just probably means I'm going to be laying in bed regretting my poor life choices or something. I don't know, but I just wanted to make you guys aware. In terms of the Knights of Temuin book with Shady J, she has zeroed in on an editor. Now, there's still some negotiations going on with the editor in terms of actual costs and fees and stuff that. Yeah, I agree, Anthony. Yeah, they told me they said 2 to 3 days is the average. So, I'm gonna low end 2 days. And then, hopefully, it'll be quicker than that, and I'll be back on my feet fast. And then by Friday or Saturday, we'll be good to go again and get right back to the usual schedule. In terms of the book, yes, we have met with an editor. We're just negotiating fees. Once that is done, it goes to the next stage. Correct. Jump in here, Shady, and let me know. Would be to publish it. We would then go through the sort of publishing company and get it published and pushed out onto Amazon and other sources, but correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, we have sort of zeroed in on an editor, or I should say zeroed in on an editor, and, negotiating price right now. Okay, I'm correct. Oh, okay. I did not know that the video was not working for you. Sorry about that, Macaroos. If everything's good now, though, then all right, we're golden. Yeah. So finally some movement on that one. So hopefully that's the final step, and then after that we go to the publisher, and then we get it pushed out to Amazon and stuff like that. And I obviously will post links, and I'll talk about it on the show, obviously, and let you guys know where to get it. Except for you, Anthony, because you got one coming your way, a signed edition, limited edition copy, coming your way. But yeah, so I will share that information as it comes in. So that is where we stand with the Knights of Temuin book. That is where the channel stands. That is where the trivia prizes stand. I may drop a poll. Yeah. Macaru, hit me up behind on the red phone. Call me on the red phone. We will definitely talk. But yeah, so that's everything that's going on right now. At that, I just wanted to make you guys aware. I may drop a poll in the community section, maybe seeing what we want the next prize to be. I'll just throw out a couple of things that I think that come to mind that I'm sure a lot of people will like, and then we'll pick what the next prize will be. I'm not going to hint at what the question will be. That you will not find out till the show, because that would be unfair. Yes, Mac has spoken. Which reminds me of the Khajiit Mac the Liar from Elder Scrolls. It's so says Mac. Mac likes this. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. So that's where we are with everything right now, folks. Like I said, it's been a hell of a crazy week. Next week is gonna be more crazy, but tis what it is. All right. So I don't know what you guys want to do first. Do we want to do Tales of the Rings, or we want to do some music? Let me know. I'm staring at you, chat. Let me know what we want to do next. Tales of the Ring or some music. Hey, that's a nice reference to. Okay, good. Yeah, I as soon as I said it, I was like, "Ooh, I hope Macaru doesn't get offended," because Mac the Liar is actually a cool character from Elder Scrolls. All right. Uh-oh. One for Tales, one for music. All right, looks like Mac and Diane are making the final call here. Unless Shady wants to be the tiebreaker. I don't know. Got one for music, one for Tale. Oh, Tales of Music, you son of a bitch. Well played, Macaru. Well played. All right. So we have two for each, we'll call it. I'm counting Macaru twice because he voted for each one. Let's see. All right. Eraserhead's not picky. Shady, either one. You sneaky. Right? I know, right? That was like the smart ass answer of the night. All right. I guess I'll call it. We'll do some Tales. We'll do Tales, and then we'll go into some music afterwards. All right. How's that sound, guys? All right. Let's go for Tales. Let's do some Tales. All right. Let me hit the proper button. Get us started. All right, folks, this is Tales of the Ring, the Changing Universe of Middle-earth, the development of Tolkien's cosmology. Let's check it out.
Before they met their demise at the hands of Morgoth and Ungoliant, the two trees Telperion and Laurelin each bore one last fruit of silver and gold. According to the lore of the Elder Days, Aule made a vessel to hold the radiance of the last flowers of the two trees. It was Telion, one of the hunters of Orome, who was granted the task of steering the moon through the sky. Telion guided his charge up into the western skies just as Fingolfin entered Middle-earth, and thus the First Age began. It is said that Melkor hated the new light and sent his foul spirits of darkness to assail the Guardian of the Moon, and there was strife in the heavens beneath the paths of the stars. But Telion vanquished the foes, and Ilmen was freed of Melkor's servants. The Valar stored the great radiance of Anar in many vessels, vats, and pools to use for their comfort in times of darkness, and Aryen was chosen to carry the vessel of the sun. She was the one who was not afraid and could bear the great heat, so she forsook her raiment and became a naked flame of fire, terrible in the fullness of her splendor. After 7 lunar days, the sun arose, and Tilion, who was said to be in love with Aryen, steered the moon too close to the sun, so he was burned. But he was not the only one. According to ancient legends, Melkor tried to seduce Aryen like the other spirits of fire, but she rejected him in anger. Therefore, Anar arose in glory, and the first dawn of the sun was like a great fire glowing upon Arda, and the clouds of Middle-earth were kindled, and the sound of many waterfalls was heard. As presented in the Silmarillion and the Lord of the Rings, the Earth was initially portrayed as a flat landform, with a cataclysmic event at the end of the Second Age leading to its transformation into a spherical shape.
Building your online business? Go to
Sorry about that, guys.
and set up.
Sorry.
This depiction of a flat Earth was at odds with scientific understanding. In order to enhance the credibility of his stories, Tolkien devised an alternative cosmology known as the round world, which adhered to the scientific understanding of a spherical Earth. In the various versions, the Earth, or Umbar in this case, was created spherically from the beginning, and the setting of the legendarium may have been more realistic, but it was certainly less mythological. One of the main issues with the canonical versions was the depiction of the sun and the moon as being the fruits of the 2 trees, rather than preceding their creation. This represented to Tolkien a scientific inaccuracy, as it implied that the sun and moon were created after the earth, contradicting the research-based understanding of his time. Additionally, the 2 lamps as the original light sources preceding all others in the flat world cosmology could never have truly existed, and Tolkien altered their story to become Númenórean legend instead. It was also easier to imply that the sun and moon were in fact celestial bodies rather than artificially created entities governed by demiurgic beings. It is interesting to notice then that the 2 trees and the Silmarils became nothing more than the echoes of the glory they had once held as part of the ancient legends, as their role in the cosmology was reduced to preserving the light of the sun until it was tainted by Melkor when he ravished Aryen. Tolkien's inclusion of volcanic smoke obscuring the stars in Middle-earth serves as a representation of the author's intention to incorporate elements of modern science into the fantastical setting of his story. A volcanic era. This is further emphasized by the revelation of the stars through the use of the Great Wind of Manwë, a mythological element in the story which serves to reconcile the seemingly disparate themes of science and fantasy. But as the universe of Tolkien expanded, the story began to change rapidly, and although he had many innovative concepts, as the story progressed, a growing number of issues emerged. The expanded understanding of the universe altered the previously established narrative regarding the creation of the stars. The world of Arda became a solar system, and the stars were seen as distant parts of the larger story of Ea, which did not involve just the Valar of Arda. Thus, the stars could not have been created in the time of the awakening of the elves, as Varda's power and influence was limited to Arda, and she could not have created stars in the broader sense. And although the kingdom of Arda is of significant importance, as it was chosen to be the setting for the main conflict between Melkor and Ilúvatar and his children, Melkor still needed to be portrayed as the ultimate embodiment of pride and rebellion, not just one evil Valar in Ea. As Tolkien approached the end of his life, he reinterpreted the stories of the Quenta Silmarillion as legends rather than historical accounts. This reinterpretation allowed for the incorporation of elements of literary tradition and embellishment without requiring strict adherence to geological or astronomical accuracy. It is important to note that the astronomical myths of the Elder Days, as recorded in the Silmarillion and other texts, cannot be considered a definitive representation of the beliefs of the High Elves of Arman. These myths likely underwent a process of oral transmission and were passed down through the ages, eventually being recorded by men in Númenor and later in Arnor and Gondor, which may have introduced elements of personal beliefs and traditions. Furthermore, it is also possible that these myths were used as allusions by the characters to mythologies that Tolkien's contemporaries would have been familiar with, rather than dogmatic truths of the history of Arda. This should be taken into account when interpreting the cosmological elements of Tolkien's stories. Tolkien highlighted the ongoing evolution of myths and legends, and how they should adapt to new scientific discoveries and understanding. This should remind us of how important it is to consider the credibility and scientific accuracy of a work of fiction. The round world version represents an alternative creation myth of J.R.R. Tolkien's Legendarium, a world that might have been, and a glimpse into the mind of the greatest fantasy author of all time.
Bravo. Bravo, as always, Tales of the Ring, folks. I mean, that was some damn beautiful graphics. And I understand they pull them from other sources, but wow. Well done. Well done top to bottom, guys. Well done top to bottom. Awesome sauce, folks. That was awesome. All right. That was I really like that one. I knew when I checked that one out earlier, that the graphics alone were stunning. Like as a visual effects guy, I was just like, yeah, this is the goods right here. Um, yeah,
Best way to
I
burn
love this
fat
one
and
a
gain
lot
shape
too.
is not
Whoops, sorry
keto.
about that. Should have hit the stop button. Yeah, Anthony, I love this one too. I think this one was really really cool. Shady, sure, later if you want to watch it on the big flat screen, I would say do that. It'll look really really good. Yes, you would think, right? Having that information out there, if the Tales of the Ring guys can do it, okay, and I'm pretty sure they're not operating with $1 billion budget, you would think Amazon would have been able to pull that one off, but apparently you'd have been wrong. But anyway, yeah, I'm digging it. Like I said, I thought that was awesome as always. The Tales of the Ring guys never let us down. Like every time I pull up a video of theirs, it is just impressive beyond belief that, these are guys that are doing this on their own dime and on their own time. And kudos to them. Kudos to them. And I'm glad you guys liked. I figured it would be a sort of a different take, and I so wanted to find a video that didn't have the damn text to speech thing. So yeah, I thought this one was really good. I would go to the rings and just leave a review. Right? Right? Speaking of which, I don't know if you guys are aware. Seems like Amazon is up to some shenanigans again. So I just saw literally as I was getting ready to set up the stream. You have not seen what I've seen, and link to this video, right? Absolutely. Link to this video and every one of Tolkien's books, and tell them that you have not seen what I've seen. But right as I was setting up for the live stream tonight, I saw. I don't know if you guys are fans or know who Heels versus Babyface is. As from Heels versus Babyface, it's a YouTube channel. You can go check them out. Not everybody's cup of tea, but I believe he's in England. He does his YouTube stuff from England, and he posted a video maybe an hour before we went live. Yeah, with the review thing that after he had left. For those who may not be aware, he left a review for Amazon's Rings of Poo Poo. With Amazon back in September when the show first started, and they were doing some shenanigans and some underhanded stuff back then, but they held his review and then eventually posted his review to Amazon, and they sent him an email saying thank you for your review, blah blah blah, we appreciate you taking the time out to review the show, and it's been posted and your review is up there. Well, just yesterday, he gets a message from Amazon basically saying that his review is being removed because it violated their terms of service, and he could potentially get banned from being able to review anything on his Amazon account. And this was all because of a review that they were totally okay with and had reviewed and had posted up on Amazon, 6 months ago? Now 6-7 months ago. Hello Future Me did a great video showing a similar thing happened to him too. Yeah, a bunch of people are having that. And that's one of the things that as from Heels vs Babyface said, was because the email that he got was generic. It didn't say, it didn't specifically name him. It just said hello, comma, and then the text saying, your review was found to violate blah, 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 blah. So he's wondering if a lot of negative reviews that were posted initially are now being taken down using this quote unquote, it violates the terms of service thing. And it'll be interesting because it's not the first time Amazon's done some shady stuff in connection with this show, right? Like the whole thing with the ad popping up in the middle of the season finale, which kicked everybody out. So you had to log back in to watch the second half of the show, which obviously inflated the numbers because it would register as two individual logins, so as it would be like two individual viewers watching the show. So there's a lot of shady stuff going on with them. Yeah, it's just it's Amazon, and we all know that. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I just thought it was interesting. It was an interesting thing, and the timing is just like, ridiculous. Exactly. Um, want people to wake up via the shock of them getting spanked. I saw scammers doing a better job than that mess. Exactly, right? Right? Like, yeah, I've gotten the obligatory, hey, if you want to cancel your Norton subscription, please email us. Looked better than what Amazon's doing. But anyway, yeah. So that literally, I just caught wind of that just before I started the live stream. So I thought that was kind of interesting. It'll be interesting to see how that one plays out. I mean, Amazon, it's like amateur hour with those guys. Like every time they try to do something shady, it's so obvious, and they get caught out there. It's just ridiculous, just utterly ridiculous. Anyway, enough of that. Yeah, Tales of the Ring guys, kudos to you again. Not disappointed. Love playing those guys stuff, because it's just so damn good. It's just so damn good. Sorry, throat was getting a little dry there. Needed some of my coffee. All right, so let's move on. Let's move on to the music. Let's go on to the music. There were some neat reviewers on YouTube making Amazon show look good. Why not pay those shows? Yeah, you know, it'll be interesting to see what happens in regards to season 2, because they're going to come at it hard. You guys know this, and I know it too. And maybe a lot of people aren't talking about it yet, but as once we hit that, like, you got to figure, okay, season 2 is supposed to come out next year, right? So you got to figure September-ish, October-ish, 2024. So you figure we're probably going to see a repeat of what we saw in the lead up to season 1, which will be around the Super Bowl time, like late January. We're going to probably get some sort of Super Bowl teaser trailer for season 2, right? And then as we get closer, they'll drop more and more and more and more. But they're going to come hard this time. They're going to come hard this time because they know that they've won over the people that they could easily win over, i.e. people not familiar with Tolkien. But they also they know that there's a lot of pushback to it, so they're going to have to come hard on this. And we all know this is going to happen, and so it'll be interesting to see who responds and how. To be a double agent with all his recent videos and even interviews of the actors, just so we can see their stupidity and maybe get to know them as humans first and foremost. Oh, not more superfan. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping they do superfan vids. I really am, because that was just such a fiasco and made them look so bad. I want another. Hey, what's up, Fiji? I want them to do another superfan thing and miserably fail the way they did with the first one. I think it would just be great, because they're gonna try. You absolutely know they're gonna try. What about put me on the superfan panel instead? I can think of a lot of people that I would love to see on that superfan panel, that I would actually respect their opinion. Men of the West, Tolkien Untangled, George the Giant Slayer, just to name a few. Right, exactly. Shady J, Macaru, Anthony, Diane, Eraserhead. Like, I could think of a lot of people that could be on their next Superfans, advertisements, videos and stuff, whose opinions I would trust. But they're not going to do that. They're going to get more obscure, quote unquote, influencers that nobody's heard of, who don't know the first thing about Tolkien. Who are just like, oh my God, Sauron's so cute. And we'll see. We should do you know what? We should. I think I'm gonna try and set that up. I might try and set that up, people. We should do a super fans thing with the folks here, and we'll get some people, like, I'll reach out to, see if Men of the West want to get involved, maybe Girl Next Gondor, Tolkien Untangled, just get a bunch of like a Brady Bunch panel of actual people that care about Tolkien. Yes, one of the superfans did admit that they initially came out and said, one of the super fans. It was one of those the British ones. I forget if it was the African American girl or the other girl, but one of them, I believe it was the African American girl. She had never watched the show, and while it was still airing, she turned around and said that she was going to that she was watching House of the Dragon, and that once the complete season 1 was out, she would go back and watch season 1, and she would post about it. But she never did. She never did. Exactly. They have nothing Tolkien there. Yeah, Az is a good guy. I like Az. I've watched Az for a while. Whether it's on his channel or some of the stuff he does with some other folks. Yeah, Amazon isn't. They're not going to change. You know what? They have enough money that they don't have to. But then again, hey, they want to keep playing the game. We'll keep calling them out and making them look like idiots. I'm all about that. You know what I mean? You may have the money to keep pumping out garbage, but I have the time and willingness to keep calling you out for the piece of shit show that you're putting out there. So, keep coming, Amazon. We'll take care of you. Yes, Tolkien Untamed finally posted a video. Yes, it has been a while. I was glad to see that he posted. I'm not sure what as is abbreviated for, Macaru. I honestly don't know. I couldn't tell you. I could come up with a couple of funny ideas, but I don't know if they would be legitimately correct or not. And yes, Tolkien Untangled finally posting a video was good to see because it had been a while since he had posted anything. But yeah, I think I may want to try and do that. And for you guys, if you guys follow multiple channels, some of the other channels, like I said, Men of the West, Girl Next Gondor, whatever. Spread the word. Say, yeah, this guy Cutter, he wants to do a real super fans series of videos, or at least one super fan like Brady Bunch video type thing. With real fans who care about Tolkien and care about his work. So, spread the word and see what type of interest we can get. Because if I can get people interested in doing it, I got no problem like doing it and just hosting it. And, I think it would be great. I think it would be like the symbolic slap in the face to Amazon that they really need, because it would be fans doing it. Right? Not another company, not Warner Brothers or New Line, which I'm glad they're doing what they're doing, but it would just be coming from fans. And I think that would be the ultimate slap in their face. And I would love to be a part of that. Love, love, love to be a part of that. All right. Fans Clan. Yeah. And Rise during each of this. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Batman, Azrael. Oh, okay. Is that where it's comes from Wes? Is that where the as comes from? Okay, interesting. Uh Yeah, I reached out to Clueless Fangirl early on. She seemed like really cool and stuff like that, but she hasn't done anything and she never got back to me. So I'd love to see her energy on the panel too. Yeah. No, we wouldn't have to talk about Amazon. We literally could talk about proverbial what ifs within Tolkien, and our theories and so on and so forth, and it would still make their entire series look like crap, and it would make anything that they put out to shill for their series look like crap. Like I said, I would love it. I would love to be a part of it. You guys know me; I'm not filtered. I will talk the talk and walk the walk if it comes to it, and $1 billion corporation's not going to intimidate me. Like I said, if Amazon wants to keep putting out crap, I'll keep calling it crap to their face. That's just the way it is. All right, guys. So let's move on to the music. I want to get some of these other indie artists out there who are doing good Tolkien stuff. Let me just try to. All right, there we go. All right. So let's do this. Okay. So the first one I've got up here is. This is a gentleman named Elliot Tordo, and he has a channel. He has a channel here on YouTube. It is Elliot Tordo Eru Player, ERHU Player. I'm assuming that's that instrument, Eru, right? And his channel is Elliot Tordo Eru Player, and he has a song. This is called "The Lord of the Rings: The Grey Havens" from Return of the King, and it's a cover that he's playing on the Eru. Okay. And it's Elliot Tordo. So let's check it out right now. pretty. I'll put links in the comment section for you, Macru. This dude looks elvish. I'm getting Círdan the shipwright vibes from this dude. Oh, that's pretty. Same here, Wes. Same here. Wow, that's pretty. God damn. Bravo. Bravo, good sir. Bravo. Absolutely amazing. That was awesome. That was okay. And you guys, yes, apparently I do have my work cut out for me. But yeah, sure, we'll make it happen. Yeah, that was absolutely awesome. I props to him. I knew I heard uh almost there was a minute there where I was just like my brain was like shut up and listen. And I just sort of, I don't know if you noticed, I sort of glazed over and was just like, dude, props. Like I said, I got nothing. Props to that dude. That was Elliot Tordo, Eru player. He has a channel here on YouTube. You can go check it out. Makaru, after the live stream, I will put as his link to his video in there. I will also put the link to the Tolkien Untangled video in there. And I'll probably also link, if you guys want, I'll link to the Elliot and the rest of the folks that we're playing their videos here. Yes, I'd love to do stuff like that guy, right? Yeah, I felt you, Glaze. Is it? Well, okay, so it wasn't just me, man. It wasn't just me. Yeah, wow. Like I said, very, God bless Tolkien fandom, man. We got a bunch of badass fans. This is why I call you guys beautiful badasses, right? Because we've got not only are Tolkien fans like committed and like they're well read, well educated and stuff, but goddamn, we are a talented bunch. That's right, I'll say it. We are a talented bunch. Yeah, don't worry about it, Makaru. I knew what you meant. All right, guys, let's get into the next one. This one is emotional Tolkien fantasy music. This is The Death of Fingon, and this is by composer Jeremy, I want to say Wiebe. It's Wiebe. Now, the German in me says that would be pronounced as Weibe, but I could be wrong. But I'll say Jeremy Wiebe is the composer, and it is emotional Tolkien fantasy music, The Death of Fingon. So let's get right into it. Okay. I haven't seen any links just yet, Makaru, but as soon as I get to it, absolutely, I will include all the links. Okay, yeah. Let's get right to it, folks. All right, check it out. This is The Death of Fingon by Jeremy Wiebe. I'm digging this. I like this one. All right. That was emotional Tolkien fantasy music, The Death of Fingon by composer Jeremy Weiba. Um, sorry for butchering the name. I like it. This is turning into like soundtrack night here on the Cutter One channel. Cutter One soundtrack night. Well, like last time we had all the ladies that were like hitting us with like renditions of Into the West and stuff like that. And so far this week it's like all the guys, but it's soundtrack stuff. VB, you think it's pronounced VB? Uh, yeah, true. I think it's more supposed to like emotionally hit home than anything else. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but all right, slow your roll, Mac. Slow your roll. Okay, the ladies were last week. Okay, we had the ladies doing all the music last week. uh, Damn, Mac's like, well, ladies, where? All right, so we got one more. I want to hit you. You guys may know this one a little bit. This is Even Star with the Cinderin lyrics and Tangwar script, and this is from The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, and I just want to give proper credits to where credits due because it sort of ties in with the news that we had earlier in the week. Lyrics to this song are by Fran Walsh and Philippa Boyens. Okay. And it was translated into Sindarin Elvish by David Sallow, and the music is, of course, by Howard Shore, and it is performed by Isabel Bayorakdarian and the London Voices. Isabel Bayorakdarian and the London Voices. So this is the Even Star from The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Let me just bring this up here and transfer over, and then I will hit play. Yeah, this is one of my faves as well. Awesome, awesome, awesome. As always, can never go wrong with Howard Shore and Philippa Boyens and Fran Walsh and Isabella on vocals. Great combination. Love that stuff. I could listen to the soundtracks from those films all day, every day. Anyway, so there you have it, folks. That was the playlist for tonight. In terms of music and stuff like that, and you can also stream video too in whatever order you want to, newest to oldest or oldest. Absolutely, absolutely. Like I said, I always will find time within any live stream to highlight the work of other Tolkien fans, and the stuff that they're putting out. I think I think as a member of this fandom, it's the least I could do, right? Tolkien and his works gave me this great world to play in and gave us all this great escape. And, that's why we all jumped to the defense of it when Amazon came along. But also, we have a great community that is, like I mentioned earlier, super, super talented in various different ways. And I like sharing the talent within this community with all of you guys, for everybody that checks it out. So, do you want me to try? Like I would have to pull up too many windows, Makaru. I definitely if you emailed me a link, I can yes, the Great Escape away from Amazon, absolutely. If you emailed me a link, I'll make sure I get it into the next live stream. It's just because I literally have multiple windows open right now, and if I start going to look for an email or a link and stuff, I'm afraid I'll end up screwing something up, and you guys will see like an ad for Tide or something like that, So, so I think that's gonna do it. Yeah, we're already a little bit over time. Yes, yeah, definitely. Makaru, email me stuff. Now, also, I wanted to mention Makaru and Anthony. I know both of you guys have reached out to me about possibly joining the live stream on some upcoming shows to talk about certain things, and I absolutely intend on doing that. You guys let me reach out to me and let me know what's going to be a good Saturday for you guys, and then we'll sort of coordinate in the week leading up to that day as to how we're gonna do it. Yes, and we will have our own panel too as well. Absolutely. So yeah, so Anthony and Makaru, let me know what Saturdays work good for you guys, and we'll make it happen. We'll set up some sort of live, some sort of way for us to both chat during the live stream and stuff like that. Uh, yeah, no, that's fine. Like I said, and because of this medical procedure that I got to go have done and stuff like that, I may not be doing a stream next Saturday. I'm gonna assume I am, but on the off chance that I'm not, let's definitely say not this coming Saturday. Um, Yes, absolutely. Let's hope everything goes smooth and we all have a good time. Diane, I listen. I know the same weather that's been messing with you over there has been messing with me. So yeah, I'm hoping the technical issues get worked out. And like I said, I hope you get your package on Tuesday, according to what the tracking is telling me. That's when you'll have it. Um, yeah, no, like I said, I don't know if I'll be able to join the stream. Yeah, like I said, we could touch base behind the scenes, Anthony, and then we'll figure it out, one way or the other. If not, maybe if you had some of that info you wanted me to share, you could send that along to me, and I could just share it on the stream if that's what the route you'd want to go. Either way, you could reach out to me, back channels, and we'll work it out. Yeah, Makaru, like I said, I got some medical stuff I got to take care of during the week, so it's going to be a slow week this coming week in terms of videos and stuff like that. Probably nothing on Wednesday and Thursday. I'm hoping to be back up to speed by Friday, and if that's the case, then there may be videos on Friday, and then there'll be the live stream on Saturday. If not, obviously I'll keep people posted. Again, it's not like life and death sort of stuff. It's more just like your everyday, you're getting older and stuff like that sort of stuff. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much, Makaru. All right, guys, I think that's gonna do it for this one. I think that's gonna do it. We've covered just about everything. I'm. I'm impressed with some of the music that we heard tonight, and definitely with the Tales of the Ring video. The graphics in that were amazing. Elliot Tordo, that Eru guy, like, dude, bro, like he stepped right out of Rivendell. That dude, like, kudos to him, man. Like, bravo on that. All right, I think that's going to do it for me for tonight, folks. Again, I will keep you updated as things go along. I will get those links posted in the comment section, and I'll pin them to the top of the. Ooh, oh, so okay, so you play the harp. All right, all right. We expect. We expect good things. We expect good things. And if ever, you know, for you guys that are regulars to checking out the channel, there's an open invitation. If you want to come on and show off some of your talents and stuff like that, just hit me up. You guys know the email. Just hit me up and stuff like that. I have no issues with that. Usually, the hardest thing is going to be just working out the logistics of it. So, but all right, guys, that's gonna do it for me. Yes, Diane can definitely join the panel of Tolkien true super fans, like real super fans. The ones that actually know Tolkien. Anyway, because we're not sitting here going, God, I hope Sauron is cute because I'll change him. Like, no, there'll be none of that. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me for tonight. As always, be good, be safe, be awesome. But more importantly, well, thank you, Wes. I appreciate it. Thanks for being in part of the stream. I will talk to you guys all next week. Again, like I said, be good, be safe, be awesome. But more importantly, and you guys know this, stay more dorkish. All right, folks, that's going to do it. Peace. Have a good one. I'll see you later.